You like Kendra G, right?
I think she cool. I like her accent. Where's she from?
Chicago.
Yeah, she got a little old block on her. Old black voice.
Mm. Yo, she don't. The way she look without makeup, man.
I never seen her without.
If you work with PDFs at all, you need Adobe Acrobat. You can edit, share, sign PDFs, and more.
Look like
A certain type of caliber just might be a turn on.
Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. All right, so we were reacting to Kendra G singles, where she brings men and women on a platform, and she tries to hook them up.
Fair use. You know what I mean? We just
we're using this under
reacting.
fair use.
Fair
We're
use.
just react for reactionary purposes, for educational purposes,
Mhm.
whatever, blah blah blah. All right.
Another commercial.
Another commercial.
Big use.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Kendra.
It's me.
Hey, Miss Kendra.
Hey,
How are you?
Good. My ring light's supposed to
This
me.
screen, man.
What's your name, love?
I think so.
My name is Donnell. I was here before.
You got rings.
You here for
I think that was a
update?
highlight man.
Are you here for
No, kind of, sort of, but I'm here looking for love again. The first time was a scrap. I had to throw the whole package away. Like,
What was wrong with the first time?
it was a lot of women, but it was like a lot of older females.
Oh, and they were too old for you?
Most definitely, and it was catfishing.
So Paul,
Oh, they were cat?
So this is just a little like this is just the move now. Like people just going on here to really like. You think they really trying to get people on here, or they trying to like?
I think it's a combination of clout and some to get some publicity.
There's a little clout in this.
It's publicity, and I don't know if they're looking for one person.
Yeah,
because I think what happens is that once you're seen on the platform, you might have an influx of women that want to try to holler.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the sort of, I would say, like naysayers, like, oh, whatever critique everybody have, I'll take him. Oh, you saying he this, or he can't, he whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take him. And let's say it's 500 women that be like, they'll say something negative. It'll be another 500. I'll be like, I'll take that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, get the confidence up.
Get his confidence up. Yeah.
That's what's up. Wow.
Catfishing. What's catfishing mean? They don't like their pictures?
Meaning they sent me pictures of them younger, and when I met them in person, they were like built totally different. Yeah.
Ooh, they sent you younger pictures. That's funny.
That's messed up though.
It is messed up. It's why you should be FaceTiming before you meet somebody in person.
I don't, you know what? I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android, but yeah.
That's a red flag.
So,
okay.
That's a red
flag. And where you calling us from?
Flag on the play.
From Brooklyn, New York.
That's why our screen look like that. You can't trust nobody.
How old are you?
I am 36 years old.
36. What do you do for a living, Donnell?
I work for a fine arts company in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
I think I know where you work at too.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries. Do you have any children?
I have 5.
Anything? Does that mean anything? That he's an Aries? Like, what's that? Like, you believe in horoscopes?
Believe in horoscopes?
Yeah.
And what though?
I don't know. Some people do.
I don't know.
What are you? What are you? What are you?
I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer? What's that mean? Like, what's that? Like, what are the characteristics of a Cancer?
I don't know. I ain't
you know you looked it up a little bit. I don't believe in it either, but I kind of like I like my little Aries shit.
I think people say Cancers are sensitive.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that. I can't really go.
Yeah, nah, you're not a Cancer. This nigga like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin over here, nigga. Yeah, we don't believe in that no more.
And I don't think that's what I'm saying. Every sign is not like, it's not, you can't paint every sign with one stroke of a brush.
Wait, here we go. to put that to the test, I'm a Cancer as well. So now, what do you think?
You're a little sensitive.
I'm probably sensitive.
Yeah. Okay. So now I
I'm
believe it in
probably
again.
sensitive.
Okay. You restored the faith.
I'm
Yo, you said you got 5 kids, yo?
Yeah.
5 kids with a
Hold
white
on.
fridge is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Listen, before you say something crazy,
Hold on.
Aries. You have any children?
I have 5.
Salute. Why you even here, bro? Hey, go home, nigga. Go home.
Listen, before you say something crazy, I know what you're thinking, but I have 4 from my ex-wife, so that's what happened.
Go home.
go home.
We
What do you
together
think I'm
for 7.5.
thinking? What do you think I'm
Like he
thinking?
got 5 baby mamas, and he from Brooklyn, and he black, and like I could just picture what you're thinking. The bubbles in your head, like he might be a pussy.
Go home.
Go home, bro. That's the only thing we
hold
thinking
on.
is go
Yeah,
home.
Go home. You got a lot out here.
So it's a wrap for somebody that got 5 kids.
No, it's not
Yes,
a rat.
yes,
I mean,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
All right, so he don't got he got
Yes.
two
Yes.
baby mothers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he got 1 with
kids.
1 and then 4. Like, nigga, you got a whole starting 5, nigga. What you doing?
Yeah, you gotta,
single? You not single. It's you plus 5.
Yeah, you're not
And
even
2
single.
baby
You got
mothers.
your
Like,
kids.
yo, you're a definition of baggage, fam. Like, you got baggage. Like, that's baggage. You're bag lady.
You got too many kids to be
Go
single.
home, nigga. Go
You're not
home.
single.
Go
You
home.
have
Go home.
that many kids.
You wasted everybody's time.
You don't think you think it's the same way for men versus women?
Past 3, yes.
It don't matter what it don't
One-
matter. As long-
one
if you
every-
pass 3,
Yeah.
it don't matter man and woman. You just got too many kids. So
yeah, yes.
what is gonna be like? What's the best possibility for him? Is he supposed to go back to his
Let
kid's
the
mother?
kids age. Either let the kids age out where they're adults, and then you could get back in the game because the kids are adults. You gotta go back to you just go home, bro. What are you
His
doing?
home
You don't
his
ruin
home
this
is sing-
fucking
he's
lady.
single.
You ruin this lady's uterus. Like, you don't fuck. It just shows like what you're about.
Well, that's
like,
the thing, right? If you
you
have,
made a whole commitment.
if you have,
What 5 kids in regular life anyway?
That's
like,
commendable,
you
though.
overdid it.
He had 4.
You
with
overdid
one-
it.
One woman.
you overdid it. Yeah, but
Overdid it. You
that's
just
okay.
skeeting recklessly.
You have a lot of self work to do. You know what I mean? Because think about it. Okay, let's say you have 5 kids, but you're not with the women, meaning there's a possibility that you could have these 5 kids on your own at the crib. You know what I mean? You got to work on your crib. You got to work on feeding them. You know, there's a joint. There's a sharing of responsibility here. So you're gonna have to be responsible for these kids.
And there's resources. Now, what do
Yeah.
you have left for somebody else?
You know, you shouldn't have anything.
You
left.
have
Go to
5
work,
mouths to feed, and then you can feed yourself,
go to
and
work.
then you can feed the rest of it. Like, what are you doing?
So you don't pursue any women.
Not yet.
This is what's wrong with the
Not on the- not on the-
this is
not
what's
on the
wrong.
internet.
How
This
long
this
is it?
this
How long is
what's
somebody
wrong.
supposed to wait?
Not on the internet. At that point, you know what I mean?
We're supposed
What's
to
the
wait?
difference?
What do you mean wait? When you have 5 kids, you made your decision. You're a lifer. You're on death row. Like, just go back home, nigga. The kids is missing you. Your kids miss you, fam. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? You're single? Like, what is this? It's not single. That's not single.
All right, let's see what
Let's
else.
see
he
what Big
said.
Homie talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 was once married.
Yes, ma'am.
And when did you get divorced?
Maybe like a year or 2 after we broke up, that which was 2019.
Okay. And you have 1 child by somebody else.
Yes, my
Okay,
oldest
what's
child.
your-
Yes.
Lights on it.
So what is
Thing?
Say what?
What are those lights like on this count? Zoom in again, Big. On the thing. What are those? He trying to set the mood in his kitchen, like when chicks be coming up, like all those lights, like on his counter, on the
Yeah,
on
those
the
look like LED,
LED
lights.
He be trying to set the mood. He need to stop. He need to go home.
That's his home, bro.
All right,
Bachelor pad.
keep on going. A bachelor. He's a full father.
How old are your kids?
15, 8, 7, 4, 5, 3, and yeah, that's my other four kids.
So do it again.
Whole 3-year-old.
My oldest is 15.
Oldest is
My last four are 8, 7, 4, and 3.
Well, now this is why you got a certain type of quality of woman that reached out to you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, let me just say this because I think, and I say this all the time, women get dissected so much from my show. You're not a bad looking man, Donnell. So I'll give you attraction points. But there's certain women, regardless of how attracted a man is, 5 kids, granted 4 by your ex-wife. I mean, these ages are young, 15, 8, 7, 4, 3.
It looks
That for some women of a certain type of caliber just might be a turn off. But let's keep going.
You think she understands that? You
Keep
think
going. I'm not
she
trying to
understands
by
that?
your ex-wife.
I want to hear.
I mean, these ages are young. 15, 8, 7, 4, 3. That for some women of a certain type of caliber just might be a turn off.
All right,
But
so
let's keep going. I want to.
Please act like you don't know why. Please act like
no,
you don't
no,
know why.
no,
Please
no.
act like that. I want
what caliber of woman do you think he can seriously get with 5 kids?
No, women with 5 kids too. Like you about to start the Brady Bunch. Like you about to just have mad kids. Like your fan. And honestly, let's keep it a buck. A woman with 5 kids is in a better position than a man with 5 kids.
Why?
Because guess what? A man with 5 kids got to do. Pay child support on 5 kids. Your check ain't. I don't want to curse on this. Your check is ain't nothing. Your check is being gone. I know men with 2 kids who are getting a couple of $1,000 docked from their check every month. 5 kids, 2 different baby mothers. Like the 15, like no one is aged out yet.
It depends on how much money he make. Either way,
it's a strain on that money.
I believe.
And if you're a decent father, he's giving a little bit more.
I think it's easier for a man to find a quality woman that will pick up the slack for what he loses in child support to help him sustain than a woman that has 5 kids that live with her, right? And that occupy the same space to find a man that's willing to support her and those children.
Getting the check. Like if he said he was a barber, he was working off the books and he wasn't giving the kids nothing, then that's one thing. Where he got a whole legit job and that check is getting garnished heavily. So now you got to deal with somebody who is willing to like, like five kids is a mistake. Like you made a mistake with your life.
How was that a mistake though?
You had 5 kids.
4 of them with the same woman.
There's too many. There's too many kids. It's too many. But we could continue.
I don't agree. But
too many.
Okay. All right.
You doubled down with somebody you weren't planning on being with. That's a mistake.
If you had 4 kids with that person, you planned on being with them.
Yeah, and then you're not. You made a mistake. You put all your eggs in one basket. Even eggs you ain't even have.
Let's keep going. I'm not trying to bash you. Donnell, Brooklyn, New York, 36, Aries, works in fine arts, 5 kids, was once married, 2 women. What kind of woman are you looking for now? Oh, wait. How old are you? 36. What kind of woman are you looking for now?
Just a peaceful woman, like a woman that wants to be a helpmate. Like she's not looking to just suck me dry as far as financial wise, my energy, my love. She wants to give me equal. So if something happens, if we doing.
All right, that's where he losing me a little bit.
Said help me. Where you gonna help? What she gonna pull out for you?
Yeah, like you can't put yourself in somewhat of like, I'm not gonna say financial ruin, but put yourself behind the 8 ball financially, and then expect somebody to come in and be a helpmate for you. You gotta deal with the bed that you made.
Yes.
You got to deal with that.
Yeah.
So if a woman was to come and she says, yeah, I like you and we could kick it, but I can't contribute to whatever else you got going on. I can't help you financially.
Right.
That's more than fair. The fact that she's willing to take you on with your 5 children is more than enough. Now, if she can't financially help you out, all right, good. That's cool. You can't expect that from somebody, but he's saying that out of his mouth that it's like maybe he is getting hit with like some child support. That's why he's saying some shit like that. Like he needs some help.
His head bust. That child support. He got 3-year-old. He had a baby during COVID, fam. Like, what are we doing here? Like, just go home. But all right, Donnell. Let's see what's else going. I want to help him because there are people in this situation. I want to help him go home. Like there's no reason. You ruined the whole other person's life. Like, what are you doing?
How you ruin the person's life though?
You gave someone 4 kids.
They both agreed on that, bro.
We happen to break up. We both equally gave our all.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
4 kids.
Crazy baby daddies, loud, ratchet, and twerkers. Can't do it.
Wait, what? No loud, ratchet twerkers?
Nope. Don't like it.
Okay.
So
I see what he's trying to do here.
My question would be, is there a difference between the father with children versus the woman with children? Because he's saying you laid out what he laid out what were his deal breakers.
Yeah. He's delusional.
Loud twerkers. I forgot
Same
what
way
else
we
he
look
said.
at certain women and we be like, yo, they're delusional. He's the male version of that delusion in women. Men, peace. He doesn't have enough reason. He's watching YouTube too much. He watched a little couple. He watched Kevin Samuels. He's saying everything, but he's a high value man. He think he a high value man,
bro.
He said, "Help me,
bro." But all right, he has 5 children, 4 of them by the same woman, right. So he may be put in a position where the only women that he can really attract are single mothers, and he may be saying the majority of single mothers have a certain personality or attitude about themselves. They are twerkers, they're loud, they're this, they're that, and the third. They're not all like his ex-wife. Like, let's say his ex-wife is a single mother with 4 kids, but they're all by the same guy.
Yeah. Right?
They may not have, and he said, baby daddy problems and shit like that. So these are probably the women that he's being approached by or courting that have multiple baby fathers, that are loud, that are twerkers. But he feels like he's not in that category because, he had most of his children by one woman.
Yeah.
So
I feel like he feel like he not ratchet because he did all this ratchet shit in one place.
But I think that it shows that it doesn't matter what you think you are. If you're in a certain category, you got X amount of kids, you may only be able to attract a certain type of woman.
Man I'm not gonna say man is as strong as his resources, but your resources are severely diminished when you have that many mouths to feed outside of whatever household you're trying to pursue.
So you basically saying like he would be able to attract a better woman if his paper was up.
100%. There's a difference between him and Diddy.
Even with 5 kids.
There's a difference between him and Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah. Diddy
like Nick Cannon got like 20 kids. Like niggas be having kids, but they got money to pay for these kids. He sound like he work a regular gig, and he collecting 5 kids. It don't work that way. But
okay, does she have to look a certain way?
Yeah, I take an average looking female as long as she got a good heart and she's a good person for sure.
Okay. What about money? Does she gotta make a certain amount of money?
No. As long as she can sustain herself without me, like if we break up, she's gonna be just fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Let's do the kids or Cam.
Question: would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users using Wix? Well, we did.
Pause in the candy can.
We see you. One of the cousins told me to ask you about your divorce. Why did you get divorced? And they want to know about the youngest child.
My daughter is 3, by the way. She, you know what it was? She is a modern female. When I met her, she was 21. I was 25, and I guess she wasn't. She wanted to have girl trips, go out and have fun and live her life. I get that, cool, but don't do that at the behest of our family. You could have been saying that from the beginning. So, but 7 years is a long time. It's almost a decade. So, I get it. You want to be free, go be free. I'm not holding nobody hostage. But just know I was fighting.
She got a BB and damn, I don't want to curse. She got a BB and had sex with a nigga.
Why you say that?
What are you saying? He talking about modern woman, and she wanted to go on vacation. Like, if you're,
she probably cheated,
right? Like,
cheated, yeah.
You know, if my wife asks me to go on vacation with her friends, I'm gonna let her go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Never in my wildest dream am I gonna think that my wife's gonna cheat on me. You know what I mean? I felt like he felt like there's a little infidelity going on over there. She stepped out on him.
Yeah. First of all, when you reach a certain level of kids, to the solo trips or the homeboy or homegirl trips, they probably will cease. All you do is family trips.
Really? You can't
at 5 kids?
I mean, kids? They got 4 together in a household.
4 kids?
Yeah, they got four kids in a household.
Who gonna babysit those kids?
If you
go on a vacation, huh?
The other.
Nah, it's too many kids, bro. Too many kids. It shouldn't even. You're like, yo, you should be all about the family at that point.
Nah,
that's how I feel.
You gotta nurture your individual a little bit too. You gotta have a little time for yourself a little bit.
A trip
with your friends. If your best friend is getting married, you're gonna go on a bachelorette party, or you're gonna, if it's her birthday and they all going to Jamaica, and you've been with the kids for years. Yo, come on, try
all right, I get it.
Gotta do something for you. Come on now.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, she definitely stepped out on poor. Now I feel bad for Darnell.
We don't know that, man. We don't know that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we was together for 7.5 years. We have 4 kids together, and I can't hold her hostage. You want to leave? You want to go have fun? Go have girl trips and pop your booty around. And God bless you. I'm not gonna hate you, but just know, like, it is what it is.
So she was always pregnant. If y'all were together for 7 years and you have 4 kids.
I know, but there were times, but in between those, that when she was pregnant, because remember, most of our kids were either 2 or 3 years apart. Okay. So she did have time where she was not pregnant. So she was more wholesome and more motherly, more wifely like in the beginning. But things just happen, and I can't be upset about it. It's just like so much time was wasted. So I don't want to do that all over again.
Okay, and then you had a baby as soon as you got divorced?
No, we had our last baby before we got divorced in 2019.
But you were by somebody else?
No, that was my firstborn. My firstborn child was born in 2008. That was like my.
Oh, got you. I get it now. So your oldest child is by somebody else?
Yes.
Fair enough. Thank you for the explanation. Okay, we got it. All right. When was your last relationship?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm an honest man. I would say July, August.
July, August. Okay.
Was it?
Why? 3 flaws you have to work on.
July, August. What is October now? What you guys met with? Like 4 months ago? 5?
Yeah.
That's cap.
Why's it cap?
They ain't blazed in 5 months.
If he ain't got nothing going on,
he was just on Kendra. He said he had the ratchets and all that, hollering at him. He cashed in a little bit. He probably going back in for the next kill.
I don't know.
Cap.
I don't know.
Single guy going 4 or 5 months without smash and nothing. Well, yeah, that's good for him because that nigga don't know how to pull out. You right, yeah. Yeah, you need to relax. You gotta chill. Yeah. No nut November for you. You right.
Probably stop being so shy for one, and for two, just be able to understand like everybody you want to be with don't want to be with you. And three, just just learn how to sometimes toughen up. When I'm talking to a woman like this, because some women want to see that part of you. I don't want to show that side because that's not who I am. But some women like to see, oh, he gonna be somebody for me, girl. He's super strong. So some females do like to see the guy that's like he's strong all the time.
Yeah, you can pause.
Okay, fair enough. And you don't
That's
want
good advice. So shy is like, yo, closed mouth don't get fed. That's number one advice that I would give to dudes out there, single dudes who are looking.
Yeah.
Closed mouth don't get fed. Speak up. You see something you like, yo, just say hi and see if the rhythm just, you know what I mean? See if the rhythm. What do you say the second one was? I know
he
the
said
last
something
like,
about don't like people that don't like you.
Don't like you. Easy advice. Don't go chasing for waterfalls.
Yeah.
To the rivers and the mountains you used to. All right, good. But the third one was toughen up a little bit. I feel like not on the outside, but on the inside. I feel like you gotta be a little cold. You gotta have a little cold heart to like don't get too attached to nothing. When you're when you're on the market and you're dating, you gotta have a little bit of an icy shoulder, yo.
That's you're talking from a cup half full perspective. Like, yo, we talking about a dude that's divorced that seemingly didn't have sex in the last 4 months, right? So it's not raining women for him. So for him to keep a cold shoulder with women, he just wants some attention. He wants to be.
It makes them like you more.
Women
are more attracted to men who are not super into them.
You can try.
So if you could just play that middle ground where you still give them a little attention and you're not hawking and you kind of like act like you got other things going on and this is a nice thing. If it naturally happens, he's in a nice sweet spot. But hawking and just Don Juaning and acting like you super available and acting like, yo, actually every whim, every time, yo, if the fight's on with the boys, you could just come over. Like, yeah. It's gonna be 5 dudes over here, but yeah, you could stop by. Nah, listen, I know tonight it's for me and the boy. Don't be super available. You gotta be a little cold, man. You gotta be a little cold.
Okay.
You gotta be a little cold. I think he gave great advice on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Donnell. Bring it home, Playboy.
don't want that.
No, I'm human. I have points of weakness, so of course not.
Absolutely, I get it. What is the age range you would date, Donnell?
I would say 25 to 38.
25 to 38.
Oh, you trying to date the world.
He's bugging.
25 to 38. Okay. Do you want more kids?
Yeah. Yeah, that nigga's bugging. Like, yo, he needs to date up in age. He should date 40 to 45.
40, 45?
40 to 45.
He should be going for infertile women.
He said 25.
He said 25.
Like, that's a disaster. Like, he's 36 years old.
Yeah.
Yo, where these dudes' heads be at? Like, why would you want to date a 25-year-old? You got 5 kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what could she do to help you? You say you want to help mate? Like, no woman that's 25 years old is going to give her resources to your situation to help you out.
Does she have
to build with you?
Does she have to be out of her childbearing years to be she has to not want any more kids?
I think
a super mate for him?
Who's okay, let's be realistic, right? At 5 kids, you're not a catch to 35-year-olds or 36-year-olds.
Yeah. They're at the tail end of they trying to reevaluate their life. They freezing their eggs. They trying to figure out like, all right, maybe I do, maybe I don't, but we got to figure this thing out.
Yeah. There are not a lot of people that have 5 kids, bro. 5
An
kids.
anomaly. That's what I'm
Right?
saying. Yo, you sound like me in the beginning. Now you're saying it. Like I think we did a whole 180 on this whole conversation.
Nah.
'Cause
We
first, I
ain't
couldn't get over
finishing.
it.
We don't know where we're gonna end up at.
All
So
right, okay.
we can't say just yet.
Yeah.
But
Cause I started off like, yo, fam, that's a lot of kids. But now I'm like, all right, big nigga, like you talking.
yo, when you have 5 kids,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a whole slew of women that are not gonna date you.
You're not doing it.
There's no reason for a 25-year-old to date you. Most 25-year-olds, you know, a lot of them don't have kids at that point. At least they don't have that many kids.
Right.
So they're not taking on somebody that has 5 kids.
Well, it's
That's
because of the resources, right?
not even for the resources. It's just the hassle of it all. Like, yo, you got to deal with different personalities. You got to deal with different personnel, the mothers, whoever. Like, it's not even worth the trouble. Right? Now, if they dealing with somebody that has paper, they may try to deal with it. But most women are not going to deal with no regular dude that has 5 kids.
Because the paper buys peace.
Yeah, it can create some peace. That's the only
Yeah,
reason
that
why.
paper buy peace, yeah. That paper, like, yeah, she live in North Carolina, her house paid for. She don't gotta work. She ain't got nothing to worry about. She not bothering me for nothing.
Yeah. You got to accept what what you can actually afford to get. You might be able to get a woman that might be, 40 plus, 45, maybe even 50. You know what I mean? She not really concerned with the whole kid shit or whatever. She don't got too many kids herself. She don't got no kids, or she got grown kids. And it's like, yo, she just want to fuck with you. All right, you give all your money towards your child support. All right, we kicking it. So I don't mind spending my paper on you. All right, because you spending your money on your kids. I think that's commendable or something like that. That's what the older woman is saying. Like, yeah. But bro, like, you cannot be picky. Like, I don't understand. Like, he really like one of these females, bro. Like,
he's delusional. Yeah.
You be like, yo, just give me somebody with a fucking pulse. That's excuse my language. Like, bro.
I hear you.
If you
see how we did it we did a 180. Like I was there in the beginning, and now I'm shooting them some bells.
Well, you might have saw the video, so you might have saw the video, and
no, I honestly don't. I watched it, but I don't remember this.
I'm like, yo, he's starting to move in a certain direction, like these females when they say they want this, that, and the third or whatever.
And you're not really kind of putting up your end of the bargain.
Exactly.
Let's see what's going on.
No.
So a woman should already have kids.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
I don't want a female that has kids because it's a messy subject and topic. But if she wanted one, I would give her one. Just to be fair, like
You
to her,
don't want
so
a female that got kids, and you got 5 kids.
Because there's a different dynamic to men having kids and a female having kids. I had to deal with other men dealing with her because those are the fathers might be in the picture.
Why
As a woman,
why are men so delusional? Now this is a delusional moment for men. Okay, you have 5 kids, 15, 8, 7, 4, and 3. You have young children. Now, any woman that I think you would take serious, you would want her to love on your children. You would want her to accept your children. You have young children too, and you are sitting up here saying, "Love on my 5 kids, but don't come with a child yourself."
I'm not saying that. Anyone I date,
with no kids?
Yes, but anyone I date won't even meet my kids because I know what that brings.
So you don't want to get married again, then?
No, I want to get married again, but I don't
if you get married again, the woman has to accept your kids.
It's more simple than that, Kendra. Meaning that I don't want a female to meet my kids until they of age, like they all teenage age, even if we get married or not, because I know what it means.
To Christmas, so you're gonna do Christmas with your wife and then you're separate one with your kids. You're gonna go on
This nigga is crazy. This nigga is crazy.
He didn't put the play all together. That's all that is.
He working through this in real time.
Yeah.
I'm of the cloth that you do not want your children to meet a whole bunch of women. I was divorced, and my daughter from my first marriage met one person, which is my now wife.
Mm.
And I was very thoughtful of that. I knew the damage of introducing her to multiple women,
Mm.
you know. But for him to say that he doesn't want them to meet them until they're of certain age, and he has that many of them, and he's trying to move on. It's just delusional. It's not really going to work.
Yeah.
And he's kind of too old. He should know better.
Yeah, for sure.
If he was a younger man, I would accept that kind of thought, but that's the screen. But yeah. All right, let's finish what Donnell's talking about, man. I've been here, Donnell, but you
Holidays, you go to graduation without your wife and she's going to stay at home. Are you really thinking about this in a realistic manner? There's no way you can marry I don't know. I'm asking. How are you going to marry a woman and separate your 5 children until they're teenagers? You have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. That's 10 more years. So you're going to be married to a woman for 10 years and she never meets your kids?
Because out of respect, I would explain to her that I don't want my kids to meet you and fall in love with you as a stepmom, and we break up and my kids are heartbroken. So I prefer that we date, because I'm gonna be honest. I was born by a single mother, right? My mother dated several men after my dad, right? And I never seen one man in and out the house. I know she dated, but I never seen a man in and out my mom's house. So I live by the same token. I don't want my kids to fall in love with a person, with a female, and then we break up and my kids are hurt. Like, Daddy, where's such and such? Where did she go? That's the part you got to think about being a parent.
Actually, I mean, but you have to think. Okay, you came on here and said you don't want a twerking girl, you don't want a ratchet girl. Those things are turned off, rightfully so. So I'm assuming you want a stand-up woman. And a stand-up woman, I can imagine her being okay, because you said teenage years. Again, you have 3-year-old and 4-year-old. First of all, you have kids. Life can happen. This woman, you and this woman can have plans, and when your kids get sick, you're gonna have to go tend to your kids. I think you're not being realistic on the type of woman you say you want and how she will have to adjust for you and your children. And then you're not being realistic of how you can be a husband to this woman, but then keep your kids truly separated. Doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, because you have to think about this, right? As a parent, woman or man, your first priority is your children. The person that loves you, respects you.
I get all that, but when you become a husband, your wife is supposed to become first. This is where everything is unaligned, because when you already have children, rightfully so, your children are most important to you. But when you become a husband, your wife is supposed to.
What?
Chunk just saying, when you become a husband, you're supposed to put your new wife in front of your children. I find that a little tough. It's gonna be a 1A and 1B. They're not supposed to feel where the difference is.
No.
But I feel like you got to put your kid first. If your wife and your kid, if your kid and your girlfriend are bumping heads and they're not getting along, and you really got to take a side, I feel like as a father, you got to go with your kid. I don't think it's appropriate to choose a woman over your offspring. Because we would definitely frown upon it if a woman did that for her kids. So we got to live by the same token.
Agreed.
So I think she's giving bad advice over there. I think he's been a little heavy-handed, and that kind of forced her into that heavy-handed, thing. And does she have children? Can you have children?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, she's speaking, I think, from someone who doesn't have. She's speaking from an aspect of a woman who doesn't have a family.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even understand. But all right.
To trump everything. So you are just not being realistic about the type of woman you say you want, and then how you want her to act as your wife. And you are literally telling us that you will marry a woman, but she can't meet your kids until they're teenagers. You have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. So that's 10 more years. You need to really think about that in a realistic manner. How the hell could you marry someone 2 years from now and literally keep your kids separated from this woman for 8 years?
How does the best basketball player of all time make more money in his retirement?
Have a wedding and your kids are not invited to the wedding?
If me and her would even get engaged to be married, of course she would meet my kids. But like I said, it still has to be a certain type of separation, because you don't want a person that you don't.
It's the plan of how your new wife will be separated from your 5 children.
No, the reason why I said that because there were females that had kids before by men, so it was like a weird tension on energy. Well, and I respect it as a father. If you date a man and he's around like, I want to meet this man, and he's not always as cordial as nice as me.
So again, we got here because you want a woman with no kids.
Right.
And I said, well, that's unfair because you have kids, and you said, well, she would.
I've never dated a woman with kids.
Hold on. Never. Yeah, I've never dated a woman with kids.
I've, meshed with them, but I never it's never been anything serious. It's never.
Yeah, I've never done that. I wouldn't know how to.
Me
it would be so. The word I'm coming up with is uncomfortable, because I think I would be just awkward with somebody else's kids. But I'm cool with my kids, which is weird as hell. You understand what I'm saying?
Why is that weird?
I don't know. It's just like trying to.
Well, you have something invested in your kids. They're your kids. Like they're
No. I mean, it's weird that I wouldn't be able to. I would feel uncomfortable trying to, kick it with somebody else's kid while I'm dating the mother. Like I don't know. I've just never
done
done
it. You're not their father, and it's like
that's a weird space to be in.
You're kind of playing a father role, but you're not the father. So it's like you got like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I think that's weird.
You don't have any real authority.
Yeah, that would
so
be
you're like
I see that as being super challenging, bro.
You're like a camp counselor. Like I don't know, it's like you like coming up with like activities and shit. Like you bringing popsicle sticks and like glue around, and you trying to make like projects and try to be cool and teach them the new dance, and you trying to be like an older brother, like a friend, dude who wants them to go to bed early so you can smash their moms.
Yo, I've seen dudes, dealing with chicks with children and seeing them trying to navigate through like being nice to the kids and being cool with the mom, being nice to the mom, and it's like it's a lot of kind of tap dancing and shit, trying to make the woman feel comfortable with you, but also trying to make her feel comfortable with you, how you interact with the children. And I'm like, that's a bit too much.
I mean, how many days of school he has next week? Because he got forced fruit snacks here. Like, can I have one? You know what I mean? Like I know, like we got, like I'm kind of hungry, but you only got enough sandwich meat here for one sandwich. Like a little man gonna be hungry tomorrow. Like you gotta go back to the store. Like you know what I mean? Like you gotta get more. Like I don't know. Because if it's my kid, I just buy it. I'm eating that stuff and I'm just buying it again. I'm replacing it, but with little man, I don't understand. It's weird.
Yeah, man.
But shout out to all the dudes that are just going for it.
It's commendable though. It's commendable.
Why?
Like because there are
I think
some
you're saying that.
No. There are some young men or young ladies that don't have a solid father figure in their lives. Right. For some reason or another, their biological fathers just haven't stepped to the plate and just leaving them hanging. So
a gallon of milk, never came back.
Yeah, it's a little. I believe it's honorable to step into a situation and play that role.
I'm reading what you're saying is that it's easier to be a stepfather if the child's father is not in the picture.
I think 100%.
So if the child's father is active and present and he's a good father, is it easy? Like, do you let your foot off the gas? Or is
keep in mind, I said it's commendable. It's commendable either way because I don't think it's easy.
Right. Okay.
I think it's difficult in every scenario is going to be difficult because you can get pushback from the father, you can get pushback from the kid.
Yeah.
And trust and believe. I believe every stepfather has had a moment where it's like they realize I'm not this kid's biological father. And in this instance, I know because I'm doing what the father would do or supposed to do, but I'm not getting the respect for it. I'm not getting the admiration for it. And they had those moments where they felt like they might have been taken for granted or they're doing a thankless job.
Well, you have to do it for the love of the mom. Like it's not thankless. You're doing it because you're helping the woman you love doing something hard. So it's like, you know, you're not gonna get the props directly, but you're making her job easier. You know what I mean? It's like almost like doing her resume for her. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get her job, but you're helping her get the job. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
You see it that way.
Yeah. I kind of look at it. I've never been there, but salute, you know?
Yeah. It's admirable.
Yeah.
It's admirable. I'm not sure.
I know I made it hard for anybody that my daughter's mother had after me. It was like, I was present. I'm there. Maybe it was easier. It should have been easier. Cause it's like, yo, nah, you don't gotta you drop her off, I'm gonna pick her up. Or you pick her up and I'm gonna drop her off. Like I was always 50-50 on like the work and like 60-40 on like the money. I'm still like I'm still a boy. I'm gonna pay a little bit more. You know what I mean? That's my kid. You know what I mean? So it should have been easier. It should be easier. You'd be like, nah, because that he got it.
You know what's crazy? It's probably easier as a stepdad when the father is around.
Yeah,
because it's like.
Because I don't want to go inside. I don't want to go inside.
It's not a lot of pressure because it's like, yo, all right, you there? I don't gotta overstep no bounds.
Right,
I don't gotta, I could just be like, yo, speak to his father. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like a hands-off situation.
Yeah,
I don't gotta reprimand.
They used to call me if there was a problem. You would call me. If you're not getting through to her, call me. I'm mad cool. I'll talk. Yeah. All right, come on. Figure this out.
All right. I think it's towards a home stretch, so we'll finish it up.
Yeah, take it home.
And know your kids. So let me ask you this question again. You want a woman with no kids, and that's your preference, correct?
Kendrick can't understand.
Correct.
And nor do you want to have any more kids.
If I get married again, yes, one more child, one more baby.
All right.
Okay, so if you got married to your wife, then you guys obviously that would be her child. So, but your current kids wouldn't meet your new baby because your wife can't really get to know the current kids just in case she builds a bond and things don't work out. That's the plan.
We could do that. Now that you put it in that perspective, we could do it in baby steps, just to be fair to the baby and their sibling.
I'm happy you said now that I'm putting it in that perspective because what I'm trying to challenge you to do is you have not thought about this plan in a realistic manner. Now, a ratchet girl who don't give a shit, who you say you don't want, you can do that all day. She don't care about you or your kids. Really, she want to have a good time. She probably don't care about your kids. But she probably isn't gonna chastise you about having a relationship with that type of woman. But you say you don't want that type of woman. So I just don't know of any woman who is that you say you desire that will be okay with this plan of a separate family, knowing that she has to accept your children. It's just not a realistic thing for a wife now. I'm not talking about a girlfriend. But if you were to go down that road of marrying someone again, I don't think you have thought about realistic how you can separate your wife from your 5 kids.
Like I said, Kendra, just baby steps. I thought about this many times. Like I said, baby steps. Like, I don't think that as a parent, you want to have any, because somebody can be good for you and not good for your kids. That's the honest to God truth.
I mean, I just think you have to understand. I mean, are you an active dad?
Absolutely, I am.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so you're an active dad. So the reality is a woman has to accept your children because she has to accept you at times choosing your children in certain ways. But listen, if you don't get it, you don't get it. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going.
Right.
All right. So the preference is a woman with no kids. Did I ask you your 3 flaws already?
Yes, you did, Kendra.
I did. Okay. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Donna?
Because I'm honest. I'm a God-fearing man. I don't cheat. I don't even go out like that. Actually, I'm an introvert. So, whenever you always know where I'm at, like all the time.
Yeah, you
don't go out like that. All right, this is Donnell. Brooklyn, do you want her to be in New York?
Of course, Kendra.
Okay. 36, works in fine arts, 5 kids, doesn't really want any more kids, married once, has 4 children by his ex-wife, and then 1 child from a previous situation. And what do you do in fine arts again?
Basically, we go to celebrities' houses. We do art galleries and make sure that artists wrap properly in crates and bubble wrap and things like that, so that they don't get damaged. Yeah, they're very expensive.
Yeah, shout out that. Like, he does he deserve a new woman to ruin? Like, he had done had 2 already. Like,
yo,
like you can't keep ruining women. Like, what?
Nah,
Like, does
nah,
he
nah.
deserve
Don't-
another
don't-
woman?
no, wait,
Does he
okay.
deserve another woman?
He deserves another woman, right? But
He pumped him full of kids and then left.
he says he's an active dad. He's co-parenting, right? So we can't put that on him.
Nigga got
But-
orphans all over the, like, little bastard children all over.
Bro,
Brooklyn,
he got 4 kids by 1 woman. You got to shoot him some bail. He was married to the woman. You know what I mean? So
put all his chips and then lost, and then, like, you got no more chips, family. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
bro,
this
he,
is what
he
Max
has
is
to,
supposed
he
to
has
look like.
to,
He
has to
should just
work
be like, let me just get my money right, be happy in life, and, like, you know, if I meet somebody, like, he shouldn't be promoting that he's looking for another woman right now. If he falls into another woman, he should be doing the work right now. This is the time to be dad. This is the time to work. When my kid was 15, like, you're setting them up for college. You're like, this nigga looking to date right now. Like he got his mindset is all messed up.
Bro.
Yo, you already double down, triple down, quadruple down. What's the 5th down? 5. You don't even get 5 downs in football. Like, your fam, like, you're on borrowed time. Like, you're doing too much. Work on yourself. You need to be doing the work on yourself. Work on your resources so that your kids can continue their education, go to college, and everything like that. And if you so happen to find a good woman along your journey, then that's where it takes you. But for you to be promoting yourself on this show right now, it just shows a level of delusion that it's really not helping you.
You're right when it comes to, like, what his expectations are. He might be, he might be above and beyond. But everyone deserves to have someone. Now, is that someone going to fit into that box that he created for that person? Maybe not. He has to be a little more realistic with his expectations. Because for you to find a woman that may have no children or wants to only have 1 child at, upwards of 35 plus or whatever, it's not realistic to even think that you're going to date someone that's 25 years old. You shouldn't even do that. That's a terrible decision. But there's a possibility that he could land the woman that he wants. But of course, we don't speak in exceptions to the rule. We generally speak, about when it comes to demographics. You might have to date a woman that is, I guess you could say, semi flawed or that has certain baggage, similar baggage that you have.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what most of these people should look at. Like, all right, maybe I should date someone that has similar baggage to me.
Yeah.
You can't have a bunch of baggage.
I got 5 kids. Let's do it, yo. Right. They can play against each other 5-on-5. Yo, we got a full court game going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he doubled down in life. He made his decisions, and you gotta own it, man. Like, there is something called, when you make your bed, you gotta lie in it. I feel like he has made.
I
his
don't
bed
think he
in
did
life.
any. You made it as you think. You're talking as if like he did something terrible.
I'm not
right?
talking about terrible. We're not talking about anything terrible.
He was in a marriage.
We're not talking about anything terrible.
Kids.
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot more than regular people have. He was just having kids just to have them. He didn't. There was no birth control. There was no nothing. There was nothing. He just was having kids, and now you got to deal with having all them kids. And good luck to you, bro. I'm happy you're in your kid's life. I'm happy you ain't just disappear. Be a good dad, but I think you got to work on that, man. You look crazy. You look crazy.
He sounded crazy. I don't think he looked crazy. Yeah, there's always somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
If you can be realistic with your expectations and you can self-assess and see where you have shortcomings, and again, if you can be realistic with your expectations, you'll find someone. You know what I mean? It might be an older woman, maybe a little BBW action. That like, yo, she might be a loner, but she might be all right, a little stable, have a little situation, a crib, whatever.
Got mad migrants in Brooklyn too. You might be able to get a migrant. I don't know, right?
Yeah. Shout out to that man, out here in BK, New York, trying to make it happen.
Migrant love, yo.
Trying to find a stepmom for his kids, man. And shout out to Kendra G.
Shout out to Kendra G, yo. Fair use. We enjoy your content. We like to, review it a little bit. Thank you for allowing us to.
All right. So I guess that's that, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, brother. A little raw, but I feel like we brought it home.
Yeah.